Well, hello everyone. Just this is not a vlog video, but this is a it's not a vlog video, but this is a kind of an update on something that I just did about an hour or so ago. So for those of you who don't know, I've I sent.
What time do they serve cocktails?
One second. I didn't want Three Stooges in the background. So, hello everybody. This is not an update video. This is not an extra vlog video, but this is kind of an extra. This is kind of a entry 70 extra, kind of tagged on, but not really. So we're doing two-part vlogs again. So anyway, to pump out content. So this actually no, it's not day 70 because this is just an extra. Because it's gonna be day 71. So don't take this as a vlog. I'm gonna say in the title, not a vlog. so hello everybody. So back on August, so back in late July, early August, I mean back in mid to late July, there was not a contest, but there was a selection period for a game that's going to be coming out on the Switch 2. That game is Duskbloods. So what they did is you had to sign up, and there was a sign up period for people who wanted to try out the game, and yours truly was actually picked. So so I got the codes on, I believe it was Thursday night. The announcement was the 7th, and then when the announcement for the period would end after, I think it ended on the 31st or the 1st, and then on the 7th, 6 days later, I was actually chosen, and then I was given details 2 days later, and then eventually I was given the code not too long ago. Typed that code in, and I got to do the network test. There was supposed to be one at like 5 o'clock yesterday morning, but I didn't participate because I'm not up at 5 o'clock. So by the time the first one ended, it was a 3-hour test, so it would have ended at like 8 o'clock, and I slept until like 10. So yeah, kind of shut out, but on my day off here. So I got to do a Duskbloods do the network test to see how it works. So and there's another round of gameplay that's going to be happening tomorrow morning at 5 to 8, but I'm going to be working at 9, so I'm not really going to play. I may play maybe at 6 o'clock in the morning, because 6 o'clock in the morning, just to see what's going on. Then I'll try to play at 10 o'clock, because there's different play periods. This is not like the open beta on Modern Warfare 4 that's happening right now. So the beta that's happening for Modern Warfare 4. So yeah. So I've played it for about an hour and about 10 minutes, even though there's like a 3-hour window to do it, and it's closing very soon. I'm just getting through the preliminary parts of the game, and I'm going to continue the playing through tomorrow, and then I'm going to do some matches, hopefully. I wanted to experience it, so because the full game, so I just want to see how the gameplay, and the gameplay gives me a chance. Well, first off, the network test gives you a chance to test out the gameplay and how the network's working, so that they can test how much of a load it is. And they're only putting, and only 8 people can go at a time. So you get to almost be logged on for to a match. And I'm pretty sure there's a few hundred players in each region, and there's different servers for each region, I bet. So so they're trying to see basically how the game does with hundreds of people on the internet connection. And obviously they're trying to make sure that, you know, they're trying to give us 3 days so we can not only pick a time when we want to do it, but also figure out how the game works. And I gotta say, it's pretty cool. So the one thing, and this is how I talk right there. It's just like, see how the game works. So see how the game works. It's like, Clementine. Sorry I did that. Sorry I did that. But just to let you know, I'm gonna upload this in the morning. So probably 6, 7 o'clock. And then I'm going to do the proper vlog later when I get back home from work. But yeah, so this is not a vlog for those of you. Just so you get to play. So from what I gather, you get to play as 6. There's going to be more. You get to play as like the first 6 of these characters called the Bloodsworn. And as the Bloodsworn, and you can pick different ones, and they have different weapon types. So the first guy you actually have is so the first guy you have is a guy who has a sword and an SMG. Yeah, it's supposed to be set in a gothic pretty gothic environment and whatnot. And I'm just sitting there going, but then again, it's set in a very weird era. So from what I'm reading, it's set in like the Middle Ages somewhat, because if you look at some of the clothing, it's it looks very medieval, like a lot of helmets and a lot of, so this is practically like Skyrim, but it's more combat and stuff like that. So you can have people with swords, machine guns, rifles, and stuff like that. Like one guy actually has a sniper rifle, and then another guy has, an axe, and there's one ninja lady from the Far East who's got this full circle moon thing. It's a sword that's shaped like a ring. I love that sort of thing because it's got that sort of not steampunk, but it's got that sort of steampunk level of thing. Like there's swords, but there's also guns, and there's also weapons that are kind of crazy. So I mean, there's a guy in there that has a rifle and a sword, and then he can bring out some rifle and he can snipe people. And it's so cool. It looks like a bolt action from like the looks like an old bolt action hunting rifle from like the early 1900s or something like that. So it's so cool. Musket would have been cooler, but they were like, since I'm a sniper. So and it's like every other, and it's pretty cool. There's a healing system on the fly. You don't have to go into a menu and do whatever. You can have the special abilities. You have to unlock ritual sites. You can work with other players. There's this thing called Petition of Alliance, and you can work with other players and stuff like that. So the other thing is the combat system is way better than I expected. Then this beats Skyrim by a mile. Some people are probably going to hate me for that, but hear me out. So you know how in Skyrim you can only hack and slash and shoot people with fire? Well, I believe there's magic in this game, and I believe there is a mage in this game, so you can shoot fire and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure you're probably going to be able to do that with the rest of the characters, because there's like 12 characters that you can play as in the game. And so it's got like Octopath Traveler. It's got a little Octopath Traveler in it, a little Skyrim, little, I wouldn't say Minecraft because I don't think you can craft anything. And it's definitely got and it's got an element of certain games. So I just wanted to say, it's cool. Also, the reason how is the combat different from, well, in most combat games of this type, you have to jump, run, slash at stuff, run, jump, slash, jump on stuff, and shoot fireballs out of a flower, or use a green dinosaur to swallow your enemies and shoot them out like they're missiles. So I'm kind of picking on my old favorites of Yoshi, Mario, and Zelda. So, and it's just one of those cool. And there's so many ways to defeat enemies, so you can combine your attacks. So if you want to take down damage from guys, there's ranged weapons like the guy that you use, whoever you name your dude. The first guy that you use has a sword and a submachine gun, so you can hack and slash very hard, or use the machine gun and then slash them some more. So it gives you a couple of different options. Plus, it allows you to. Plus, this game allows you to jump really high. So these are supposed to be vampire-like people. So they got special abilities and special strength. So you're able to jump really, really high and scale some really, really tough things. There's obvious limitations because they don't want you to be too OP, right? So, the damage output on some people is really insane. The reason why I'm saying this is because the enemies are hard. Like when you're on level 1, you have a health bar that's like this big. It's like this big. So a couple of swings of an axe or a sword, or them hitting you with a claw, or whacking you over the head with their detached arm, kind of made that one up. They really don't do that, but I think they might. Or some big ogre-like enemies, they go and pound you on the ground and swipe at you. Or a really, really, really weird ass machine, Lovecraftian like machine that has got wheels, spears, and gears on it. And I remember I was like level 2, and I was like, oh yeah, it's the world. I remember I go up to this thing, start slashing at it, start hitting it with stuff. It impales me. It's really graphic. It impales me. Inflicts me with meanwhile my health bar, which is like this big, is like, and it throws me, just added insult to injury. I die, and it throws me off the cliff that's right behind us. Very brutal. So got a little bit of Elden Ring in it. So, and I played Elden Ring, and yes, for those of you who are wondering, I have played it. That is brutal. That game is not very forgiving. Like, you're on your own, and you got to have a decent build. Like, you can't start armorless in that game. You also can't start very good. So when you're low level, you have to use tactics. So you know that high jump that I was talking about? You can actually use that if you have a sword. You can use that and swing down on bigger enemies. Other enemies you just can hack and slash regularly. Just move around till you gain levels. By the time you gain levels, it is on one of the missions I got to level 8, and well, one of the tutorial missions I got on level 8, and I was actually knocking people left and right, and I also got to form an alliance with one of the characters that one of the other Bloodsworn. We actually got to kick some real heavy butt along with one other guy. So I believe they're NPCs. I don't think they're. I think when the game, I think when I do a dust match, maybe tomorrow when I actually have a little bit more, when I have a little bit more, when I have the ability to play a little bit more, because apparently these battles are in phases and you gotta survive the call and stuff like that. So it's a pretty good game. It's brutal, but I think it's kind of a step up. I think it's very few people would probably. It's kind of a step up from usual MMOs that are on Nintendo. So I know everybody's going to sit there and say, "Well, Mario Kart World is," but Mario Kart World is an MMO for people who just want, a good experience and stuff like that. And some people love Mario Kart World. Some people have different opinions of it, but truth be told, Mario Kart is good for anybody who wants to really get into the racing aspect of and adventures. But let me just get it out of the way. It will not touch this game. I know those are fighting words about people who like Mario, but this game seems a little step up from most of. This game seems like a step up from. This game seems like a step up from the usual, and most of the role-playing games that we do are third-person role-playing games that we do, and that we have on, well, us as the Nintendo community who play Nintendo. Whether you got into it with the SNES, the N64. Well, I played the Super Nintendo. I played the SNES, the Nintendo, and I've also played N64, the GameCube. I played the Wii a couple times. Haven't played the Wii U, but I mostly started with the 3DS when I had enough money to buy one or afford to pay my parents back after buying it, after they bought it. But back when I was back almost 13 years ago, when I got the 3DS for my Christmas gift. But yeah, so this is kind of a step up, Nintendo. And a step up for Nintendo. I know they have Skyrim and a couple other games that are teen and mature, like the Smiling Man, that game that I've yet to finish because I still have a couple of sections to. I still have one section to do. So, section to do in that game, so but I'll be doing that obviously soon. So but yeah, I have to say, my first impressions. I will have to play it tomorrow and part of Sunday too, so I can do the last full couple of network tests. So I will definitely be present for Saturdays, or one of Saturdays, and possibly one of Sundays, maybe the early morning one and part of the late night one. But yeah, Nintendo and the developer of this game, very good. Alright, I'll upload this about 6 o'clock in the morning, so you guys can watch this and my reaction. So and then I'll update my reaction if I need to. Then I'll update my reaction, or I might update my reaction in the vlog if I do the sessions. If I do the sessions, I will talk about it in the vlog. So sorry this took a million years to get out, but it took a million hours to get out and whatnot, and this video is like a million miles long. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys what I thought of my duskbloods first network test. Alright, peace.